So now we're gonna create something for Rosh Hashanah. It's going to be an apples and honey dish. I have a piece of dough here. It's about 5 ounces or so. You can make it as big or as little as you'd like. 5 ounces is pretty good for, you know, an individual place setting. Everyone has their own honey dish and their own challah roll, and it's beautiful. So here's my dough. If you use a wooden rolling pin, what you want to do is liberally sprinkle your rolling pin with flour. Another great troubleshooting tip, if you're working with room temperature dough or your dough's a little bit sticky, use a metal rolling pin and keep it in the fridge. Because you're keeping it in the fridge, the metal will be nice and cool. It'll glide over your dough nice and easily. Now I have a very special guest who's coming on to assist me. My friend and yours, Kiss The Kosher Cook, Malky Hirsch. Malky, the rolling pin is yours.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna roll this out into something that resembles a rectangle. It can be maybe 1/8 of an inch thick.
Okay.
Look at that. Look at her rolling skills,
My
guys.
skills are something fierce. I've never done this before.
Well, there's a first time for everything. I've never done this before. Okay, that's beautiful. Keep going. And we're gonna roll it out the other way as well.
Okay.
We rolled it lengthwise, and now we're gonna roll it widthwise. Say that one 10 times fast. Okay.
How's that?
You're such a good friend. You're wearing black, and you're like working in flour.
Solidarity.
She's amazing.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bench scraper right here. This is great for a multitude of like different functions. It cleans up your flour, and also it cuts your dough for you without cutting through your mat. So let's move this out of the way.
Do I switch spots?
Oh, no, I'm gonna have you do it.
Okay, fine.
You're going to make this into a nice rectangular shape. Yep. Gonna cut right through the dough. Look at her go. So Malky, when did you start baking?
I started baking just a few years ago.
What do you specialize in?
I specialize in letter cakes, those trendy number and letter cakes that you see all over the internet, and the occasional tart, and of course, bun cakes, which is Naomi's favorite.
Sourdough?
Sourdough as well. I'm sorry, I forgot that one.
What about challah?
No. This is my first time.
Okay. So the next thing that we're going to do, you're not done here.
Okay.
You're going to make slits. You're gonna cut through, I would say just like this. You see how I just made a line like that for you?
Vertically.
Yeah. So
But
about 3/4.
quarters?
Yeah, 3/4. And that's perfect.
Okay, great.
Space them out evenly. And if you're not someone who likes braiding, then don't worry, because there's no braiding required in this challah.
I love this.
How great is that?
That's great.
Okay, now what you're gonna do is you're gonna start from the top, and you're just gonna roll it. And you're gonna roll it nice and straight and evenly, and it's gonna roll over each other, and it's going to just be beautiful. You're gonna see.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Even though this is your show, or whatever, how did you discover that this was a pattern? Like, where did you
I
pick this
research.
up from? Oh, wow.
I do a lot of research.
Okay.
Books. Yeah, how cool is that?
I love it.
And if you find that it hasn't cut all the way through, just take a
Then you
knife.
just take an- okay,
yeah,
fine.
super simple.
That is brilliant. Guys, you're going to want to try this.
You have to
This
see
is
the
amazing.
edges. Look at the spirals on the side.
I can't believe I just did this.
You just did that.
Oh, my God.
And then you just shape it into an apple.
And I just
You put that
make
in.
the ends meet.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grease this so that when we bake it, it doesn't get stuck to the challah.
that's smart.
We're gonna put that in like that.
Okay.
You really want to attach it so that it doesn't, separate while you're baking.
Got it.
You could just pinch that. Perfect. Then you can decorate your apples. So you got some extra dough that we cut off, and you can just make a stem and a leaf. Make it however you want. It's all yours. And I have another really cute idea I'm going to share with you. Oh, you're so artsy.
Oh, my God. Who knew?
So a couple of things that you can do to decorate this is you just egg it, and then you can sprinkle on some cinnamon sugar. You could take freeze-dried apples, grind them up, and add some cinnamon sugar to it, and it's really an apple, apple and honey challah. I'm trying to think of what else. Red sanding sugar.
That's really
Sprinkle on some red sanding sugar and bake it so you have a red apple. And there's also those cute little bee candy. You can always just put that on the side. This makes a really nice, individual place setting, a hostess gift, teacher gift.
How'd I do?
Amazing. All right, perfect. And then we're just gonna put this on a piece of, we're gonna put it on a metal baking sheet, and we're gonna put a piece of parchment paper. We'll put that on, let it rest, preheat the oven, and we'll go from there.
Shana tova umetuka, it's Rosh Hashanah. Shana na na na, tova umetuka, dip your apple in the honey, it's Rosh Hashanah.